Welcome back. Today we'll see installing FanControl Plus and also UPS setup for Orico CyberData NAS. Initially, you install IT87 driver. Uh, I would install this because this is the one which recognizes PWM driver on Orico CyberData NAS. This applies to any cyber data series which starts with CF at this point, and I haven't tried any other series at this moment. So after installing that plugin, I would go for Dynamix Auto Fan Control. I'm trying two different types of plugins for fan control, and initially it would be Dynamix System Auto Fan in UnRaid. I would pin this and then install. It's already installed now. So there are a few settings we need to tweak for the dynamics now. Let us look into that at the plugins menu and enable that first. And PWM controllers, there are few, PWM 2, 3, 4 and 5. So first I would choose PWM 2, then fan, uh, let us detect that. So PWM fan is recognized. So unless IT plugin is installed as per few minutes ago, it won't recognize any PWM fan. That is a must for any of these fan control plugins to work. So now there are a few other values: minimum PWM value, low temperature threshold, high temperature threshold, refresh interval, exclude drives. So I won't exclude any drives, so I'm defaulting it to none. So minimum PWM value, once we select detect, it would default to 25 value. So I'll keep it at that. Then low temperature threshold 35 and high temperature threshold 45 degrees Celsius. Refresh interval is 5 seconds. Exclude driver none. So if you have specific requirement to choose only fan control for specific array or pool in UnRaid, then you may choose exclude drives, select them. So it would see in the dashboard that fan 1 is 1467 RPM, fan 2 is 657, and fan 3 is not recognized because my NAS doesn't have fan 3. So in CF1000 it might detect fan 3 as well, but the CF series, anything lower, would have one CPU fan and one the system fan for the case. So here I am just checking if any other PWM controllers are recognized. So PWM3 is recognized as well. I am checking if it would recognize the fan 3. Suppose if anyone got this trying on CF1000, you may wish to try with PWM3 first to check if it is recognizing third fan as well. In the dashboard, it shows just to validate. If it doesn't, then keeping at PWM2 would suffice. So I am currently detecting minimum PWM value, and the temperature settings for low, high, refresh are remaining the same. So it didn't recognize any minimum PWM value for PWM3. Now checking for PWM4 if it would recognize anything. So it didn't recognize any PWM fan itself. So driver doesn't support any PWM fan on PWM4 at this point. PWM5 is recognized though. So I'm just trying if PWM5 works in terms of detecting the minimum PWM value. I would wait few seconds for that. It seems it is not recognizing anything yet. Okay, after few seconds to a minute, it didn't recognize any minimum PWM value, so I would keep at PWM2 and enable fan control function and apply this. PWM fan is recognized as we have seen before for PWM2 controller, and minimum value is recognized as well as 25. I'll keep this settings for now and then apply. Just checking again if PWM5 works. It didn't work with PWM5, so I would keep it to PWM2 and finalize this at this point. So this is how we install the Dynamix Auto Fan Control plugin on Orico CyberData series. Now I would check how we go ahead and set up a FanControl Plus plugin. So this is the second option, and I prefer this plugin over the Dynamix because it gives more settings. Um, and I have already uninstalled the Dynamix plugin. So let us see what settings we need to apply here. Custom name. I'm entering some custom name here. I would keep it as my NAS model number. And choosing the PWM2 because we know that it works. And identify mode. There are three options: pause 30 seconds, max speed 30 seconds, and pause pulse 40 seconds. So I would keep one of these options, preferably the first one. There is a mention about what each one does. To help identify with the physical fan and controls, first choose any identify mode. So I would keep it past 30 seconds and then identify, and custom label we can provide it here for the PWM controller. So I'm just entering CF500 here. So it didn't identify anything. So in spite of that, it doesn't stop us from entering the custom label. Save label and then close. So it does show beside PWM controller for the value there for PWM2 as CF500 underscore air fan. Other values are fan speed range from 40% to 100%, fan speed on idle 0%, interval is 2 minutes, it checks with that interval, and disk temperatures include this. I haven't selected yet. Disk temperature range from 40 degrees to 60 degrees. I would tweak these settings to check from 35 degrees centigrade range to 70 degrees centigrade for the disk, and fan speed range also can be tweaked to your liking. So I would start at 35% or 40% to 100%. So the percentage what uh, it applies to the fan in terms of the speed or RPM depends upon the disk temperature range from 40 degrees centigrade to 60 degrees centigrade. Now identify PM WM controller. I am entering custom label as the CF500 underscore fan and then save label. So label is saved now. Okay. Now changing the PWM controller again by keeping this same PWM2 with fan control and then custom name change as well. Just tweaking some settings. I have selected all 6 disks. This temperature range starting from 35 degrees centigrade. CPU monitor temperature also I kept it as enable. It recognizes the sensor for the CPU as well, and CPU temperature range I would change from 35 degrees centigrade to 70 degrees centigrade. Just checking if chart shows anything. So it does show how the temperature curve looks like. And if you have additional fan like third fan, if it doesn't recognize here, then you can click on the add fan button and then choose if anything. You can set additional parameters there and apply. Now I see the fan is running and there is a fan running icon on the top right circling, and now airflow I see it as 26 RPM for fan 1 and fan 2 for 693 RPM. Fan 3 it is 0 because there is no third fan. And FanControl Plus shows clearly on what the temperature currently is, RPM, and status as active. And FCP airflow, it shows the RPMs for all the fans. There is a second widget for fan control. FCP airflow is the one which shows fan count 3. So I guess there are two fans sharing the fan 1. And now let us go back to UPS settings. I have put in APC UPS here, model number is 600M1, so it recognized immediately upon the UPS settings plugin under the settings, and it shows clearly APC model number, then it shows the driver, USB UPS driver, then load percentage, it shows all those parameters. UPS is showing here in the dashboard as well, with UPS being online, UPS load, battery charge, runtime left, and nominal power.